From the Iraqi Dinar Daily, we're back with a potentially historic update. For years, people have followed the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong and global financial shifts and holding on to hope for a significant change. Today, reports are circulating that the Iraqi Dinar's official exchange rate is set to change at 800 a.m. this coming Sunday. This moment has been the subject of countless discussions, rumors, and speculation for a very long time. It could represent a major financial turning point for a generation of currency holders. We're going to break down what this could mean for those who hold the currency. Banks might respond, what analysts are suggesting, and how to be ready for any potential developments. The precise timing of this rumored event is highly significant in the world of finance. For those watching the Iraqi Dinar, 8 a.m. local time in Baghdad is more than just a random hour. It is the moment when Iraq's official banking and financial systems typically begin their daily operations, setting the stage for monetary policy and financial transactions. Unlike in many Western nations where the work week begins on Monday, Sunday holds this role in Iraq, making it a natural time for a major economic or financial announcement to be made. This timing is practical and strategic, sending a clear message to the domestic market while also aligning with international expectations beyond the local significance. The chosen time aligns with the global financial system itself. At 800 a.m. Baghdad time, which is early morning for many in Europe and the United States, global Forex markets are already active. By posting a new rate at this hour, Central Bank of Iraq could ensure the smoothest possible integration into the global foreign exchange system. This allows liquidity providers, clearinghouses, major international banks to update their systems and manage the transition in real time. Financial analysts in major global hubs like Washington, London, and Frankfurt have often noted that coordinating such a shift with market openings can help reduce the risk of volatility and mispricing. If this were to happen, the ripple effect would be nearly instantaneous. The potential impact of such an event is a major topic of conversation within the dinar community. The moment a new rate appears on the Central Bank of Iraq screens, it could trigger a series of actions among currency holders worldwide. Major U.S. banks, for instance, see their screens update within minutes, prompting individuals who have been waiting for this moment to begin their exchange process. For many who have held the currency for years, this specific hour could represent not just the start of a new business day in Iraq, the moment when years of hope and speculation could potentially become a new reality. The anticipation is fueled by the personal significance this could hold for many. For everyday individuals holding Iraqi dinar, the concept of a revaluation goes far beyond abstract financial theory, is a deeply personal matter. Over the years, individuals have acquired this currency with the hope that its value would one day increase dramatically, potentially transforming a modest investment into a life-changing windfall. If the rate were to shift meaningfully, those paper notes could transition from being speculative curiosities into highly liquid assets recognized by banking systems worldwide. This means that a person holding a few 100,000 or even $1 million dinar could find themselves with the equivalent of hundreds of thousands or even millions of US dollars. This potential transformation isn't just about a change in numbers. It's about the possibility of profound life change for someone carrying the burden of a mortgage, medical bills, or student loans. The chance to exchange their dinar at a revalued rate could offer an opportunity for financial freedom. The potential infrastructure to support such an event is also a subject of great interest. There are suggestions within dinar communities that major global banks, including Wells Fargo, Chase, HSBC, Bank of America, have been quietly preparing their systems to handle such a large-scale redemption. These claims, though unverified, contribute to the sense of preparation and anticipation. The whispers about specialized redemption centers and appointment hotlines further fuel this anticipation, suggesting a level of readiness that goes beyond mere rumor. Regardless of the accuracy of every detail, the belief in these preparations has created a culture of readiness among many holders. Many now have detailed plans in place outlining which bank they would visit, the region, the amount of currency they would exchange initially, and how they would secure their new wealth through various financial instruments. Beyond the technical logistics is an immense emotional weight to this event. For many, it represents the chance to build a more secure future, a legacy for their family, freedom to pursue dreams. The core question that now remains for every dinar holder is a simple yet powerful one. If your speculative currency were to suddenly become a spendable asset, are you truly prepared to act with clarity and purpose? While speculation dominates much of the conversation, it's important to ground the discussion in real financial data to differentiate between pure hype and legitimate market signals. The current parallel market rate of the Iraqi dinar has recently been at around 14,170 per US dollar. This figure is not just a static number, it reflects the ongoing dynamics of supply and demand within Iraq and the government's attempts to stabilize its economy. Over the past several years, has undertaken a number of steps to modernize its banking system, improve its digital payment infrastructure, and enhance its compliance with international monetary standards. Each policy adjustment brings the currency closer to functioning more effectively in global markets. Observers suggest that the steady appreciation in the parallel market could be a subtle sign that pressures are mounting for a more official adjustment of the exchange rate. The persistent rumors about potential revaluation figures also add to the conversation, with discussions within the community frequently citing rates ranging from 3.20 to as high as 6,000 per dinar. To put these figures into perspective, a rate of 3.2 today would instantly transform 1 million dinar into 3.2 million. A rate of $6 would more than double that outcome. In addition to the dinar, the Vietnamese Dong is also frequently mentioned in these conversations, with speculative figures suggesting an exchange rate of 2,000 to 4,000 per 1,000 VND. These numbers, well unverified, contribute to the hope and debate among currency holders. Critics often argue that such figures are unrealistic given the current macroeconomic fundamentals. While supporters believe they are justified by Iraq's vast oil reserves and economic potential, the importance of live market context cannot be overstated. Various numbers, whether official rates, parallel rates, or rumored re-evaluations, provide the backbone of credibility for any discussion within the global currency community. For those holding the currency, these figures are not just abstract statistics. They are potential indicators of when their long-held belief might finally intersect with reality. It is crucial to remember that these are speculative figures. Official rate would ultimately be set by the Central Bank of Iraq and would need to be recognized by global forex systems. Still, the existence of such chatter suggests that a major financial event could be in motion. When evaluating the possibilities surrounding a potential revaluation, it is helpful to consider the perspectives of credible experts who have spent their careers analyzing global markets. For example, a respected Middle East market analyst, Al-Sabah, has often highlighted that Iraq's economic fundamentals are stronger today than they were a decade ago. He points to the country's substantial budget surplus driven by strong oil exports and government efforts to diversify its economy. According to Al-Sabah, these factors uniquely position Iraq for stronger global recognition of its currency. Meanwhile, U.S. banking insider known as Mr. has claimed that U.S. banking systems have already undergone significant software updates to prepare for a new rate. Claim that is difficult to independently verify but adds to the narrative of quiet preparation. A more cautious perspective comes from global economist Dr. Emily Carter, who reminds observers that genuine re-evaluations are historically rare. While acknowledging Iraq might be a unique case, she suggests no outcome should be considered guaranteed. In her view, the true significance of any revaluation would not only impact Iraqi citizens, also reshape regional investment flows and geopolitical dynamics. These expert perspectives, both cautious and optimistic, serve as a reminder that while the signs may be historic, patience, preparation, and clear-eyed analysis are the most valuable tools for anyone following this story. Behind the scenes of any potential revaluation, the practical question of how financial institutions would manage the sheer volume of transactions is a major point of discussion. Sources suggest that specialized online systems known as Tier 4B appointment portals may be activated within hours of a new rate being posted. These systems would aim to manage demand and reduce chaos at bank locations by directing individuals to redemption centers in an organized and structured manner. Call centers with trained representatives are also expected to play a crucial role in guiding currency holders to approved redemption sites and answering questions about documentation and payout procedures. Another highly debated aspect concerns the possibility of structured payouts. Many insiders suggest that for larger amounts, particularly those in the millions of US dollars, banks may implement tiered disbursements rather than allowing full liquidity upfront. Rationale behind this is to control the money supply, prevent sudden inflationary pressure, and allow banks to manage liquidity responsibly. This possibility underscores why personal readiness is so critical for holders who have spent years speculating. It's essential to have a plan, know which bank to approach, and understand their financial priorities. Not having a clear strategy could lead to confusion and delays for many who have held on to the Iraqi dinar. For years, this journey has been about more than just money. It has been a test of faith, resilience, and the courage to believe in a vision that others doubted. Think back to the early days when many faced criticism and endless rumors. They endured frustration and countless delays, often ending their days in quiet reflection, wondering if their patience would ever be rewarded. Each postponement tested not only their financial resolve, but also their emotional endurance. And yet they persisted. This persistence is the true heart of the story. If a new reality does emerge, it will not only mark a financial windfall, but also a personal victory of belief against skepticism. The transformation, should it occur, is about more than just a bank account balance. It symbolizes a personal triumph, a testament to resilience under pressure, and the courage to stay committed to a dream that seemed improbable. History often favors those who dare to believe when others choose to doubt. This moment, if it arrives, prove that conviction and vision are among the most valuable assets a person can possess. Effects of a revaluation would likely be felt far beyond Iraq's borders. A stronger Iraqi dinar would position Iraq as a more serious player in global markets, attracting long-term investment from international corporations and energy companies in the United States. Liquidity effect could be significant as dinar holders exchange their currency and reinvest the funds. New capital could flow into real estate, small businesses, technology startups, and retirement accounts. This wave of reinvestment would not only benefit individuals, but could also provide a boost to the broader U.S. economy. Furthermore, the event could have a regional domino effect. The Vietnamese Dong, often linked to the dinar and revaluation conversations, could see meaningful adjustments as well. Other emerging market currencies might also reevaluate their positions, seeking stronger footing in global trade. Begins as a financial move in Baghdad, could quickly evolve into a signal of a larger global financial shift, one that rebalances wealth and trade across continents. This is not just a local event. It is potentially a turning point in the architecture of global finance. Moments like this demand preparation with the clock ticking towards Sunday morning. Every currency holder should be proactive. Start by double checking your holdings, ensuring your notes are organized and stored safely. Research potential exchange centers or bank branches and have a backup plan. Finalize your financial strategy. Decide whether you will exchange everything, exchange partially, or hold some currency for the future. Most importantly, prepare your mindset. Stay calm, patient, professional when dealing with bank staff. Remember, thousands of people may be going through the same process. Your composure can make your exchange smoother. Preparation is not just an advantage. It's the key to confidence. When the doors open, you'll walk in not with uncertainty, but with clarity and purpose. In moments of such heightened anticipation, it is vital to remain cautious. The headlines, forum chatter, community excitement can easily blur the line between rumor and fact. Nothing is official until the Central Bank of Iraq posts the new rate and makes it available through verified channels. This is the only benchmark that truly matters. In the days leading up to a potential announcement, opportunists often try to exploit the hopes of ordinary holders, claim to have early access or special connections. These claims are not only misleading, but dangerous. The best protection is vigilance. Only official bank communications, verified news outlets, and information from established institutions. Legitimate event of this magnitude would not require secrecy or special shortcuts. It would be visible, undeniable, and accessible to everyone simultaneously. Your years of patience deserve to be protected from last-minute missteps. Stay informed and ensure your decisions are based on facts, not fear or fantasy. As we stand on the cusp of Sunday morning and all the speculation surrounding the 8:00 a.m. Baghdad time, take a moment to reflect on why you started this journey in the first place. It wasn't solely about money. It was about the possibility of transformation, chance for a brighter future, and the courage to invest in a vision. Through countless delays and nights, when hope seemed faint, you remain steadfast. You read updates, listen to analysts, and most importantly, you kept believing that resilience says more about your character than any currency exchange ever could. Regardless of whether tomorrow brings the breakthrough or simply another step forward, you can look at yourself and know you have the strength to endure. History is full of stories of ordinary people who persevered long enough to see extraordinary outcomes. This moment, it delivers immediately or prepares the way for what comes next. is proof that perseverance matters. Thank you for tuning into the Dinar Daily. Stay ready, stay hopeful, and most importantly, stay prepared for history.